I'm calling to order this meeting. This is a regular meeting of the Committee of the Whole of the Council of the District of Columbia. I'm Phil Mendelson, Chair of the Council and Chair of the Committee of the Whole. Today is Tuesday, June 18th, 2024. The time is 11:20 in the morning, and we are meeting in room 500, the council chambers of the John A. Wilson Building. There are a number of members who are participating virtually. All of this will be revealed when we do the roll call. This is a regular meeting of the Committee of the Whole. I had hoped that we would have an additional meeting today to complete work on the additional legislative meeting to complete work on the Budget Support Act, but it looks like that will be ready next Tuesday, the 25th. Just so everybody knows what to expect. We begin our Committee of the Whole meetings with a roll call to determine whether we have a quorum. Mr. Cash, would you call the roll?
Chairman Mendelson.
Present.
Councilmember Allen.
Here.
Councilmember Bonds.
Here.
Councilmember Fruman. Councilmember Gray. Councilmember Henderson.
Here.
Councilmember Lewis George.
Here.
Councilmember McDuffie.
Here.
Councilmember Nadeau.
Here.
Councilmember Parker. Councilmember Pinto.
Present.
Councilmember Robert White. Councilmember Robert White.
Present.
Councilmember Tryon White.
Present.
Mr. Chairman, you have a quorum.
Thank you, Mr. Cash. We have the Secretary's report of committee filings. I'm going to recognize the Chair Pro Tem, Councilmember McDuffie.
Thank you, Chairman. I'll move to waive the reading of the Secretary's report.
So a motion to waive the reading of the report. Is there discussion on the motion? On the Secretary's report of committee filings, all those in favor of waiving the reading, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Are there any opposed? The ayes have it unanimously. We also have the Secretary's log of introductions and referrals. Again, I'll recognize the Chair Pro Tem, Councilmember McDuffie.
And I move to waive the reading of the Secretary's log of introductions and referrals.
There's been a motion to waive the reading. Is there discussion? On the motion, all those in favor say aye.
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 Are there any opposed? I don't hear any no votes. The ayes have it unanimously. For the first time in a long time, the Committee of the Whole has no measures for markup, so we'll turn to measures from other committees. The first three are from the Committee on Transportation and the Environment, chaired by Councilmember Charles Allen. The first is PR 25-690, Washington Metro Rail Safety Commission, Robert C. Bobb, Confirmation Resolution of 2024. Councilmember Allen.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. PR 25-690, the Board of Directors of the Washington Metro Rail Safety Commission, Robert C. Bobb Confirmation Resolution of 2024, was introduced by you, Mr. Chairman, at the request of the Mayor on March 24th, 2024. It's referred to the Committee on Transportation and the Environment on April 2nd. The committee held a roundtable on the nomination on May 30th, and the committee unanimously approved the nomination at its additional meeting on June 5th, 2024. The Washington Metro Rail Safety Commission was established through an interstate compact between the district, Maryland, and Virginia. The commission has exclusive safety oversight authority and responsibility over Metro Rail and can restrict, suspend, or prohibit rail service on all or part of the rail system. The commission is governed by a board of 6 members, with 2 members appointed by each jurisdiction. Each jurisdiction also appoints 1 alternate member. PR 25-690 would reappoint Robert C. Bobb as a principal member of the Board of Directors of the Washington Metro Rail Safety Commission for a term to end on February 9th, 2028. Mr. Bobb is the president and CEO of Robert Bobb Group, a consulting firm with the primary objective of helping governments, schools, and businesses find financial and operational solutions, greater efficiency, and long-term viability. He has served as city administrator in Santa Ana, California, Richmond, Virginia, Oakland, California, as well as here in the District of Columbia. Throughout his career, Mr. Bobb has served on various government boards and commissions, most recently serving as one of the co-chairs of the district's Police Reform Commission established by this council. Mr. Bobb has also served on the Washington Metro Rail Safety Commission since its inception, giving him unique insights into the commission's work. He holds a Bachelor's of Arts in Political Science from Grambling State University and a Master's of Science degree in Business from Western Michigan University. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I would ask this measure be placed on the consent agenda for the June 25th, 2024 additional legislative meeting.
Thank you, Councilmember. Are there questions? I have 3. Madam General Counsel, is the measure legally and technically sufficient for our consideration?
Yes, it is.
Madam Secretary, is the record complete?
Yes.
Madam Budget Director, does the measure's fiscal impact statement comply with council requirements?
Yes.
As a resolution, it doesn't require a fiscal impact statement.
Correct.
Okay, we're compliant. Without objection, this measure will be placed on the consent agenda for the June 25th legislative meeting. If there's no objection, we'll consider the next two measures, which both concern the Green Finance Authority Board. We'll consider them together. PR 25-718, Green Finance Authority Board, Anthony Washington, Confirmation Resolution of 2024, and PR 25-719, Green Finance Authority Board, Monica Warren Jones, Confirmation Resolution of 2024. Councilmember Allen?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As you mentioned, the next two measures I'll move in block, PR 25-718 and PR 25-719. The Green Finance Authority Board, Anthony Washington Confirmation Resolution of 2024, and the Green Finance Authority Board, Monica Warren Jones Confirmation Resolution of 2024. Both were introduced by you, Mr. Chairman, at the request of the mayor on April 8th, 2024, referred to the Committee on Transportation and the Environment on April 23rd. The committee held a roundtable on these nominees on May 30th, and they were unanimously approved in an additional meeting of the committee on June 5th, 2024. Green Finance Authority Board of Directors was created by the District of Columbia Green Finance Authority Establishment Act 2017 to manage the Green Finance Authority, commonly known as the DC Green Bank. Green Bank was established to increase private investment in clean energy, clean transportation, clean water, stormwater management, energy efficiency, water efficiency, and green infrastructure projects in the district. The board is composed of 11 members, 4 non-voting members representing the district agencies, and 7 voting. The voting members must be approved by the council and must include 2 members with expertise in affordable housing or community development. PR 25-718 and PR 25-719 would appoint Anthony Washington and Monica Warren Jones respectively to the Green Finance Authority Board as members with experience in affordable housing or community development for terms to end July 9th, 2026. Mr. Washington has served as the vice president at Merchant Capital Corporation since 2020, where he is responsible for leading the origination of various multifamily financing programs. His current and past board memberships include the University of Maryland Smith School of Business Advisory Board, Victory Housing, a nonprofit organization providing affordable housing, assisted living, and related social services to low and moderate income senior citizens and families across the Washington Metro region, and the Columbia Foundation. Mr. Washington holds a Bachelor's of Science in Business Administration from St. Francis University of PA and a Master of Business Administration from the University of Maryland College Park. He is a 5th-generation Washingtonian and a resident of Ward 4. Ms. Monica Warren Jones is the Director of Strategic Initiatives for the Enterprise Community Loan Fund, a community development finance institution. With more than 15 years of experience in real estate finance and development, she supports nonprofit and for-profit partners by providing strategic solutions using enterprise products and services, including debt, equity, and new markets tax credits for the development and preservation of sustainable housing and community facilities. Ms. Warren Jones has participated in or led presentations, panel discussions, and webinars on multifamily finance and community development finance on behalf of the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, Federal Department of Insurance Corporation, and myriad local government housing officials in an effort to share best practices. Through her work at Enterprise, she's generated more than $500 million of lending activity and more than $500 million of investment activity for the creation and preservation of more than 5,000 units of housing. A Ward 6 resident, Ms. Warren Jones earned her MPA from Harvard University, a Master's of Business Administration from Boston College, and an undergraduate degree from Howard University. With that, Mr. Chairman, I ask these 2 measures be placed on the consent agenda for June 25th, 2024 at the additional legislative meeting.
Thank you, Councilmember. Are there questions from members? Madam General Counsel, are these 2 measures legally and technically sufficient for our consideration?
Yes, they are.
Madam Secretary, is the record complete for each?
Yes.
Madam Budget Director, do the measures fiscal impact statements comply with council requirements?
Yes.
Thank you. Without objection, these measures will be placed on the consent agenda for the June 25th legislative meeting. The next 2 measures were reported out of the Committee on Business and Economic Development, chaired by Councilmember Kenyon McDuffie. The first is PR 25-751, Provident Group, Gerard Properties, Inc., Revenue Bonds Project Approval Resolution of 2024. Councilmember McDuffie.
Thank you, Chairman. Proposed Resolution 25-751, the Provident Group Gerard Properties, Inc. Revenue Bonds Project Approval Resolution of 2024 was introduced on May 2nd, 2024 by you, Chairman Mendelson, at the request of the mayor, and referred to the Committee on Business and Economic Development on May 7th, 2024. The committee held a public roundtable on this proposed resolution on May 30th of this year. This measure authorizes the issuance, sale, and delivery of tax-exempt revenue bonds, notes, or other obligations in aggregate principal amount not to exceed $15 million to assist Provident Group in the financing, refinancing, or reimbursement of costs associated with an authorized project located on the campus of Howard University. Provident Group is a nonprofit affordable housing developer that has had a long-standing partnership with Howard University. This project is for 80 affordable rental housing units at 654 Gerard Street Northwest, which have been renovated and are ready for occupancy. And with that, I move that the resolution be placed on the consent agenda for the council's June 25th legislative meeting.
Thank you, Councilmember McDuffie. Are there questions from members? Madam General Counsel, is the measure legally and technically sufficient for our consideration?
Yes, it is.
Madam Secretary, is the record complete?
Yes, it is.
Madam Budget Director, does the measure's fiscal impact statement comply with council requirements?
Yes, it does.
Without objection, this measure will be placed on the consent agenda for the June 25th legislative meeting. The next measure is PR 25-752, DC Preparatory Academy Revenue Bonds Project Approval Resolution of 2024. Councilmember McDuffie.
Thank you again, Chairman. Proposed Resolution 25-752 was introduced on May 2nd, 2024 by Chairman Mendelson at the request of the mayor and referred to the Committee on Business and Economic Development on May 7th, 2024. The committee held a public roundtable on this proposed resolution on May 30th of this year. This resolution would authorize the issuance, sale, and delivery of tax-exempt revenue bonds, notes, or other obligations in aggregate principal amount not to exceed $45 million to assist DC Preparatory Academy in the financing, refinancing, or reimbursement of costs associated with school projects at 2 properties in Southeast DC. Preparatory Academy operates a public charter school network with 6 schools, preschool through 8th grade, in wards 5, 7, and 8. The funding from these bonds would refinance some existing debt used to renovate one property on V Street Southeast and also be used to renovate a second school facility on Pomeroy Road Southeast. That, without objection, I move the resolution be placed on the consent agenda for the council's June 25th legislative meeting.
Thank you, Councilmember McDuffie. Are there questions from members? Madam General Counsel, is the measure legally and technically sufficient for our consideration?
Yes, it is.
Madam Secretary, is the record complete?
Yes, it is.
Madam Budget Director, does the measure's fiscal impact statement comply with council requirements?
Yes, it does.
Without objection, this measure will be placed on the consent agenda for the June 25th legislative meeting. I think that concludes the business for this committee of the whole. We will have a legislative meeting, as I've said several times, on June 25th. And I'm hopeful that we will be considering the Budget Support Act for final reading at that time, along with other measures. Since there's no further business and the time is 11:33 a.m., this meeting is adjourned.